All right, this is a quick video just showing you kind of the outcome of the scan data to object. It's not super pretty, but hopefully it will work. All I'm doing is showing the two students that will be working on the scan data, maybe retoping it, maybe knocking down trees, so that we can possibly put this into the AR app for tracking. Have no idea if the fidelity or the density of this is good enough. Anyways, all these have the .mb, which is a MIA file. That will have everything in it. They're quite heavy. Looks like 200, 300 megabytes. So this is what I have. If we want to use point cloud, if the app uses point cloud data, it may be a little bit cleaner. First, I started off with the building. I'm just showing you the breakdown of what this looks like and seeing software. So I was able to kind of break this down similar to my laser scanning class, where we broke down the whole entire building and then break it down in chunks so there's a higher mesh. So again, I'm not sure if we're using this building at all or retoping the whole entire thing, or using this mesh as kind of a placement for the AR to kind of solve its position, etc. So anyways, this is what it looks like and seen. So it is on my computer, so anytime we need to go back and get higher resolution images, we can, or higher resolution models, we can definitely go back. So what I did is exported out all these meshes from Scene and put them into Maya. So on the right, you'll see in the channel editor, it can break down to all, to break down to these subparts. So it is pretty good resolution. Nothing you would want to showcase, but I think it's good enough for if we need to retope it and redo everything in the room. But I think with our conversation, it sounds like we were just adding props on top of the table, maybe some vegetables and other things that are interactive within that scene. Anyways, this one came out better than the others. This is pretty good data, but again, the two students have taken the laser scanning class, so they know how to retope everything if we want to go that route. All right, so it's nice and clean. It is sitting. I put everything onto a locator and put it into the center of the origin of the space. It may not be completely upright or in the right position, so that can be adjusted down the road. All right, so that can, like I said, that can be rotated. Even the locator can be unparented and readjusted so that it can be in an upright position. All right, so I think this is the one that was the ASAP site. This is kind of, I call it the island, so you may see some folders or naming conventions that say island. This is back in January when it was super cold. Almost everything was dead, so this is probably the best time to scan this because the grasses are not as tall. I'm sure in summertime this stuff is very tall, but it does look funky and looks kind of weird looking with how the scan data produces a mesh. Did make it kind of watertight, but again, the students will probably have to retope this. Maybe have to take out the humans, maybe take out the trees down to stumps, maybe have to retope and make the mound. I'm hoping this will work in the AR, have no idea. But you can see again on the right, there is the different channels in the channel editor. You can turn all these off. This may be way too much data. I have no idea, but there is a finite one. It shows the Canon, which is high resolution. All right, so this is the third site. This is the one that's kind of deep in the woods, overlooking a cannon overlook over a field. I was hoping it was going to give a lot more of the field. Again, I think the person programming AR is going to have a bit of a learning curve with this. I'm not sure if this stuff is going to work or not, but there is some pretty good data with like logs on the ground and the field and maybe these trees. So you can see the site had these like logs that you can see on the ground right there. That may help with the tracking. I have no idea if this is even worth going forward with, but this is the best data that I could get. Again, this was winter time. Everything was dead, so the grasses were all the way down the ground. Hopefully the poison ivy was dormant. That's all I got. So students can retope this. They can take the trees out down to stumps, retope it so the plant goes out a little bit further. Again, it's going to be kind of testing and seeing how this is going to work out or not. That's all I got. So everything is on the drive. It's ready to go. I can talk to the students and see what we want to do for the retoping.